guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger, and welcome back to the VintageBeef Fan Server. It has been a little while since I've been on here, so I probably should talk about that. And it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Don't worry about it. But I probably should talk a little bit about what has been going on lately. Why you haven't seen me do an episode on here in a little bit. So today's project I'm going to do, by the way, is see this big old wall right here. This is all going to be changed over to something much prettier. I just realized as well this isn't like the edge actually kind of shrinks here, but that's cool. It's got a little bit of a misshape to it. That's kind of what I was going for. So back on topics, let's see, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 off the edge, and then how did I have this? No, it was 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, because it was a pattern of 7. So, yeah, I have not done a video from this server in a little while. And a couple of reasons for that. Couple important reasons. And by the way, I wanted to finish this project a long time ago doing the exterior work here. But the issue at hand, the reason that it's been a while since I've actually been on here on the VintageBeef Fan Server is that, just long story short, I've been really busy lately, and I just haven't really had the motivation to do a lot of projects. I have a lot of grinding left to do to get some of my projects done, like for example Crosswire, which I'm still planning to finish at some point. The only problem is right now it's requiring a lot of grind work. I think I might want to go with slabs here, but I am using some of the new polished andesite blocks from my journey out into the new lands a while ago to spruce up the tree farm. I'm trying to create a nice pattern here as well, so that's going to take a little bit of thinking and planning. But long story short, just to kind of explain everything, Crosswire is still being done, is still being worked on. That project is requiring a lot of grinding for materials. I've realized much more grinding than I probably have time for it, just at this specific moment, because July is a very super busy month for me. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I guess this is the middle one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll bust down all these. This is actually a pretty, as far as getting stuff done, July is a very, very bad month for me. It's a very rough month as far as making sure that, you know, I'm able to record, because in part I'm getting ready to go to San Diego in a few weeks for Comic-Con, and a lot of my time has been spent preparing and making sure everything's in place for that trip. So it's been hard to hear skeleton farting around somewhere. Maybe he's in one of the caves that are under here. Probably there's a huge cave that's like right under here. But in particular, that's a very time-consuming thing to go through, and it takes me, you know, sometimes like an hour or two some days just to sort through all the emails I get from different PR people. So I should mention as well, I go as press for my blogging job I do on the side, and that usually is this is usually a very busy time for me, and I'm usually trying to keep tabs on everything. Oh damn it, really? One short, so I'm gonna have to pillar up. But because of that, that means that my recording time is always a little more restricted. And likewise, my time that I could spend grinding out for materials, like for example, I need a ton of slime blocks in order to get this done, and I just have not had the time to do it lately. So let me see if I can, will this look nice? If I do it like that. Oh, damn it! I just fell off. So that's one part of it. Is that just the grind, the daily grind of everything you need to do a Let's Play has been kind of wearing me down in some aspects. And I try to focus a lot more on NeoCraft since that's my longest running series, and that's the one I usually am working on very interesting stuff in. So that's the one I usually focus a lot more of my energy and time on, especially at the moment. You know, when I'm packed for when I've got a packed schedule, and I have to only put out one Minecraft LP video a week, that's the one I'm going to put out because that's the one that is usually the one I'm working on the big projects on. So that explains that in part. Is I just have been so crunched for time with my trip coming up, and then I've got another event. I won't be going to that event, but I'll be doing my usual coordination of coverage for another event that's coming up, another big event in Japan that's coming up right after Comic-Con this year. Unfortunately, it's not as bad as it was. I think my first year I went to Comic-Con, those were two events were simultaneous. Wonder Festival and Comic-Con were like the exact same weekend. It was a nightmare. But I should tell you that story sometime. That's a fun story of having to spend my days at the convention hall and then spend my nights making sure that people were posting stuff and getting stuff up on the website for Wonder Festival summer. I think it was it would have been 2011. This will be my fourth Comic-Con. Okay, so that was fun, and yeah, it's just this time of the year gets really bad for me. And as soon as that last weekend in July, I almost said August, but last weekend in July finishes up, it's gonna open up my schedule so much, and it'll be so much better. I'll be able to really kind of commit more time to making sure that I can get more VBFS videos out and go on more adventures with people, and probably get Crosswire done because I can actually do some real grinding for materials and resources and whatnot. Yeah, usually July is usually the worst month when it comes to recording. I think my first year I was doing it, I think I had like several large gaps of time in July where I didn't have any videos. And then last year I had the Runes of the Minecrafters 2 CTM that I was playing, and that helped me out. And now I've obviously got the UHC, the Server Wars UHC that's going on. It's going to be helpful. And I've also got Grid Autosport as well to help me out. And I've got Splunky and League of Legends will be coming back at some point here. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that, but I am bringing it back eventually. Just gotta get a good match that I actually want to upload to YouTube. A good game that, I didn't do something stupid in. 2, 3, 4. All right, here. So this one. But yeah, there's also some changes that are coming to this server. You probably have noticed right now, I'm the only one on. The server has been a little quiet lately here in the VBFS. You probably have noticed as well that a lot of the people who are normally outputting a lot of videos on here, like Slash and Drew and Snow, and even people like Caleb, have been very, very inactive. Munchmo has been doing, I think he's been doing a lot of streaming lately. So a lot of the people that I would normally be on the server with are not on the server with me, so it kind of is a little bit of a disincentive. And it's not a disincentive as in, I don't want to play, but you get on here and you take a look and you see it's like 0 out of oh, did I break something? I broke Rosebush. But you get on here and you see that it's like 0 out of 30 people on. You're the only one who's on the server that night, and you're just kind of like, man, I really don't want to do another single player video on here tonight. I really would rather play with some people. And that's always kind of been something I've tried to avoid with NeoCraft, but just because of the nature of the way that NeoCraft works and the fact that it's got one Let's Player on there, and that one Let's Player is me, I tend to play that almost as like a single player LP video series, and I don't want to have 2 of them. And because of that, that's why I haven't really been doing as much on the VBFS lately. Is because I kind of want to do stuff with people, and when a lot of folks aren't around to do stuff, or when they're busy, or even when they're on, but they're on at times that I'm not on, because just the way that time zones work, it kind of makes me feel like, I can, I'll do a video tomorrow, and then I'll do a video tomorrow becomes I'll do a video on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then long story short, it's been about 3 weeks since I've done one of these videos, and I realized that, and I'm like, oh shit, I better put something out so people don't think that I've left, because I haven't left, and I have no plans to leave. So, I'll quiet down the speculation that I'm going to Minecraft, because I ain't going to Minecraft. Not because I wouldn't, but because there's no way in hell they would invite me. I am way too small. So, that's part of the news that I wanted to mention. And the other part of the news, and the reason that I'm doing this project in particular, which you might think I can do it anytime, but not so much, because what's going on with the server is there's a change coming, probably in the future here, and then these last 3, okay. There's a change coming. Wait, this doesn't seem right, so let's see, I feel like it's only 41 blocks, so it shouldn't be even. Oh, it's because I started with 2 on that end, okay, so that's 4. That's 4. That's 4. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't do like 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Okay, and this is going to be 3. So hopefully I do this right, because otherwise I'm going to be pissed at myself. Okay, yeah, because that's an edge. So this will actually be 2. 2, and then this will go up like here. Oh no, maybe something like oh, okay, yeah, this is that's right. This is kind of a flat top right here. So this will go like 1, 2, and then these will all be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There we go. That actually worked out quite well. I like that. I might want to do something in between here as well. Maybe like put another stripe across the bottom here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that. So let's do that. Let's maybe like right here. We'll just tear out this whole line and see how this looks. This is stone, just regular stone. Oh yeah, it looks better. I think it looks a lot better. It kind of breaks up a lot of the monotony of this, which is what the entire reason for doing this would be. I can put another stripe down here. And then this is all just stone that will get recycled into other projects, because that's the way I roll. It's the way I roll. Yeah. But yes, for those of you who might not have heard the news, we are considering a reset of the server for 1.8. And there have been some surveys that have gone out among the members about whether or not they would be open to a survey, and they did a quick poll. And long story short, the last time I checked the results, there were 15 votes yes, 3 votes no, and then 1 vote I don't care. And there's also a Hodor option, which one person apparently voted for, which I don't know what that option would be. Hodor. But Hodor. Inside jokes. But oh yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. It's kind of almost like this weird tartan pattern. It's like a flannel shirt. But what that means pretty much is that it's looking a lot like the server's going to get reset when 1.8 comes out. And for the record, I'll go on record as saying I was one of the no votes, but my no vote was kind of more like no question mark. I don't know. I probably should have just voted indifferently, because I was fine either way. I think I was just at the time I was just like, I don't really feel like I want to do a reset like right when we get to 1.8. Maybe wait a little bit and see if they have bug fixes and stuff like that, and see what kind of other updates are going to be out there. But it looks like a lot of people are very much up. Spider, gotta get my sword out. Don't have my sword out because I didn't think I would need it. Okay, go away, spider. Go away. Oh, you're stuck down there. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay. But, yeah, from the sound of things, it sounds like it is going to be a reset. I don't know the details on that. Obviously, it would be around the time that 1.8 releases, and I don't think it's going to be this week. I know I've seen a lot of speculation that, oh, well, Minecraft's resetting. They must have some kind of inside info that, you know, they're resetting on the 19th. So obviously that means they must have some kind of insider info, like, you know, yeah, like Chris Broussard, multiple sources saying that, you know, Mojang is going to release their 1.8 update, you know, next week. But I do not think that's the case. I don't think that's what's going on. I think they're just resetting because they want to reset, and there's no 1.8 update coming right away. And I mean, usually if they do, they usually give you a little bit more of a head start in like maybe 2 or 3 days. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll be proven wrong yet. But the update is coming sometime. I don't know when. And it also depends a lot on what Mojang wants to add to 1.8. That's beyond the new blocks, the new mobs, things of that nature. And I don't know. I almost had to burp there, but I don't know if they're all set on figuring out just exactly what that update is going to include. So until we have an idea of, you know, if they're all set with everything for 1.8 and they're just waiting to tidy things up, or if they're planning to add more stuff, if they're going to add, like, you know, the mod API in 1.8. Let's just throw that out there as an example, because that's an example of a thing that a lot of people have been waiting for. Let's say they get to 1.8 and they're just like, oh, we're going to throw the mod API in there for funsies. It might be a little while off then, and there's a zombie chasing me down. All kinds of bad mobs, but almost daytime. So, looking like there is going to be an update, and, you know, a reset with update, I should say. And it looks like I am going to lose this bad boy here, and my treehouse, and the mini game I was working on. So Crosswire has got to get done. Oh shit! I didn't want that. But Crosswire's got to get done before 1.8 comes out, because that's going to be terrible if I don't actually get that thing done. I'd be angry with myself. So, stupid creepers, I hate them. But that's it's a project I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time working on if I want to get it done in time for the update. And I'm gonna have to fix that hole later with some dirt I've got stored somewhere, because I don't want that hole there. That's stupid. So let's see, where's my pick? I don't have a pick anymore. Shoot. I'm gonna have to go make a pick. I'll probably just make a stone one because it's cheap and dirty. But yeah, it looks like I am gonna at least lose the builds I have on here, and I'm gonna miss them. I think I'm really gonna miss a lot of the builds that I made on here. I love the big builds I spent time on. I'm really gonna miss the tree farm. I know that much. I spent way more time on the tree farm than probably anything else. Even my tree house. I think I spent more time working on this, and it's all gonna go away, and I'm gonna be really sad about it. But I will survive. I will not be like, I don't want to do this, I'm quitting, you know, or anything like that. No, it does bring opportunities to do new things, and perhaps try out some new designs with the next version of the tree farm I make, perhaps to get some different kind of integration, different areas to build in, possibly maybe do something a little bit different and have this shape. Maybe with different wood, different blocks, all kinds of fancy new things. So there's that to look forward to, and I think that's going to be a very positive thing. But I don't expect to get this whole thing done by the time I'm done with the video. Oh, I wanted to make a pick too. Dang it, get sidetracked. But yeah, I'll be staying on here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to be leaving in a huff because they're resetting the server or anything like that. It happens. I've been through many resets before on different servers, and I've survived. I've lost projects to resets before, and I've been a little disappointed on that. Usually the ones I get disappointed on are when they just decide to reset the server, or way back in the days when they would reset the server and they wouldn't tell you about it, and it would just be like, hey, congratulations, we reset the server and now all your crap's gone. I'm like, gee, thanks. Well, I'm never playing on here again. Log off forever. But yeah, it'll be interesting. To be truthfully honest with you, I'm probably just gonna make another treehouse when I get on the 1.8. When we get on the 1.8 server, I definitely see there's the cave right there I talked about. Big cave in the middle. All kinds of bad things under there. Get out, get out, get out. I'm making building. Get out. But there'll be opportunities. Definitely be opportunities. Oh crap, you probably picked that up. Yeah, he picked up a blocks, and I have to kill him. Otherwise he will spawn here forever. And I do not want him there forever. But yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunities to build new things. I'll probably, to be totally honest, if we do the town build again, I probably will build a different pub. I probably will build my house. I assume on a new server will also be in a jungle, on a tree in a tree farm. A tree farm will be something I will also probably do. You'll probably see I guess you could say you'll probably see a lot of the same things oh, that's no good. That block's invisible. Okay, there we go. But I'm sure you'll see me build a lot of the things that I built on here, but just with different looks, different styles. Just take some different design opportunities, perhaps. I think there might be a good chance to do that, because I'm kind of locked in on a lot of the designed work that I did for the structures here on VBFS. I'm kind of locked into those. I can't really change the shape of the tree farm right now because I've already got the tree farm all planted and planned out, and it'll be really tough for me to change all of those things. I don't really feel like tearing the whole thing down and rebuilding it again. It just is not something I feel like doing anytime soon. But like I said, on the positive side, there'll be opportunities for me to do new things, do exciting things, try new builds, actually build a tree farm, not a tree farm, but a tree house. One of the things that I failed to do this time around was I wanted to do this on my Neocraft fortress, as well as I wanted to build a mob grinder inside of my fortress, and then inside of the hill that my tree farm was on. Tree farm. I'm saying tree farm because I'm at the tree farm, but my tree house. Instead of the vertical shaft I built for storage, I was actually going to make that at one point make that a zombie drop spawner, where zombies and various mobs would just spawn and drop straight down and take fall damage, and I would get all kinds of lovely loot from them. But that just kind of never materialized because I didn't have the time to dig out a gigantic hole in the ground to get the water all situated properly, and then spend 20, 30, 40 hours working on refining a system that would get probably not much use, especially since so many other people set up their own spawning systems. I mean, we have slime spawners on here. We have other basic skeleton spawners, there's no real reason or incentive for me to do that other than I'm lazy and I don't want to leave my house. So that unfortunately just never got done. And I've never actually built a drop spawner like that before, and I kind of really want to, just so that I can do something cool like that. And I think also I would want to not do one, to build the big ones, or to build them like really up high over the ocean or something like that. And it's efficient. And obviously if I wanted to build like a super efficient one, that's the way I would go. But I've not really decided on doing it efficiently. I kind of want to do it a little bit of style with it. And the only way I can really do that is if I build it like into the side of a mountain or something. And I know it's not going to be as efficient because those tend to have, various things spawn outside, and the spawns aren't going inside the spawner, and therefore the drops are not being collected. So I'll have to see if I can somehow do that, because I really want to do kind of a concealed, hidden, special spawner in my in my next house. I think that would be really cool. And yeah, like I mentioned, it will probably be a tree house. I mean, at this point, I can't imagine myself saying I would like to build something different, other than a tree house and the jungle. It's kind of a thing I do, is I like to make different builds on different servers that I'm on. So I don't always try and build the same thing on like every server that I'm on. And a lot of the other servers I'm on, like Neocraft, is the one I'm building my castle/fortress on. And Empire is kind of my not really modern house, maybe more like because when I think modern house, I think like BOO's house on the current Minecraft server, where it's like all very modern architecture. It's more like a kind of almost like a Victorian style, or like just a regular brick house kind of style. I'm doing that on the Empire server with a slight twist to it, which I'm not gonna reveal quite now because I want you guys to see that later. And then here is kind of like my fantasy jungle house to fit my skin. And I think I might want to, I don't know, we'll see, because I've got another build that I could do for this server, but that would mean that the other server I had planned for, I'd have to find something else to do. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll end up building in the desert on here after all, instead of the jungle, because that's where that one would go. But we'll see. I have some time to think about really what I want to do and how I want to take things on a reset server. A lot of ways I can do it. So yeah, it's exciting times. A little sad, but also really exciting to be able to do possibly some new things and get some new experiences and not have to go 3,000 blocks in one direction just to get some of these lovely andesite blocks that I could use for my builds. Looking forward to that for a lot of reasons in particular. Mostly just to not having to walk for 20 minutes to get out there and get like a stack of blocks thing. So really, at this point, I think I've kind of said my piece about, the server, the changes coming up and whatnot. And I think what I'm gonna do is try to finish this, and then I'll see if I can get this finished, and then come back to you guys so you can see how it looks in the end. So just one moment. Alright, I think we're almost done with this, so that's the good news. I should also mention that we did have a visitor or 3. Rex came on while I was on, Rex Night King PvP, and he was, we were just chatting for a little bit. I guess he's been busy this summer too. And we also had a couple creepers visit us and try and blow holes in our wonderful, wonderful tree farm. One of them successfully did, so I had to repair that. That was not fun. Not fun at all. But we got through it because that's what we do. Let's see, I want to finish that up. This will be the last one. Let's get those two out of the way. And then one up there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just have to put these blocks right up here. There, we should be all done. Good. Looking nice. Oh wait, no. We gotta do the ones on the bottom here too. Okay, so 3 and 4. And then we just put some blocks in the little space and put some blocks in the little space. There we go. So now we're all done. And I've also put down some more torches because don't want things spawning. Here's a creeper out there. I can see him. Go away, creeper. And there are things spawning already. Okay, so put a torch down here too. It's a dark spot. So I think we're mostly done here. Looks like everything is kind of back to normal. Got everything patched up over here. Put a torch there just for safety's sake. But yeah, there's a nice pattern on the exterior of the tree farm now, so I'm very happy with how it looks. And most importantly, I can say it's almost done. I had some ideas for maybe it's putting some buttresses in here, but I might save that for the next tree farm idea. I have some ideas for something crazy. So we'll see how it all comes out in the end. And there's a spider somewhere around here again. But I will be signing on off for now. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed a little discussion that we had. Did a little bit of work around here, made it look nice and pretty. So we'll be trying to do this also a little more often. I can't say when my next video will come out because a little bit of flux about when exactly I'm going to have time to record on here. I'm already struggling to have time to do some recording for the Minecraft server before I head off to San Diego. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll try and fit something in here though. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time here on the VintageBeef Fan Server. Holy crap, there's a witch. Don't go that way. That's a bad way.